now for a look at what's on stage in Western New York. And today we're focusing on a brand new and original musical celebrating one of Broadway's greatest composers. That's your first peek of A Night with Schwartz. It's a musical review that premieres this weekend at Medaille College. It showcases the songs of Stephen Schwartz. He's a famous musical genius behind many beloved shows, including Wicked and Godspell. Our cameras stop by the dress rehearsal. The show opens this Friday night at Medaille, and we are joined by the woman who is behind this production. It is her baby. Beth Girardi-Wharton is the artistic director of the Kaleidoscope Theater Productions. Thanks for joining us, Beth. I know this is something that you have been thinking about and dreaming about, and now it's finally on stage. Tell us, how did you even come up with this idea?
Well, many years ago, too many to mention, I had a wonderful experience with Stephen Schwartz's production of Godspell in high school. And ever since then, I've been involved in several other productions locally and at different high schools and you know, Stephen Schwartz's music. And we wanted to add a musical review to our season offerings this year. And we thought, what better place to start than one of our favorite composers? And it seems to be that everybody in the cast feels that way. Everybody has a very special memory that they hold dear about being affected by Stephen Schwartz at some point in their lifetimes. So.
Well, really big Broadway fans, of course, know his work. But for folks who maybe are unfamiliar, they might not know the name, but they would know his songs.
Right.
Remind us of a few.
Well, all the songs from Wicked. I mean, that's probably the most prevalent show that everybody kind of knows now. It's still running on Broadway, so obviously anything from Wicked that you can think of, Defying Gravity, What Is This Feeling, As Long As You're Mine, all those songs. And then, of course, your Godspell favorites. And Pippin. Pippin's a big show that is very widely produced. Children of Eden is another wonderful show. And then there's some lesser-known things that we do. We like to kind of mix up the whole evening's offerings. There's a lot of lesser-known shows and maybe not ones that have made it to Broadway, but throughout the years have been produced in different venues, like Working.
And what's really neat about this production that you're putting on here is you have crafted it from the very beginning. It's putting on a production of any kind is a lot of work, but to craft it from the very beginning, you helped pick the songs. You helped mold this review into what it is. How hard was that?
It was a huge challenge. The biggest challenge was sifting through the mass amounts of compositional works that he's produced, that he's born. I never had any idea. I mean, for as many of the shows as I did know or did know of, there's been 3 times as many, and then you know the realm of opera, the international stage, his film career with Disney, and so it really was the biggest challenge in crafting the whole night. I mean, we started off with literally 40+ songs that we wanted, and that was still picking and choosing just a few from each place. We eventually said, you know what, let's really focus on his theatrical career. You know, everybody knows and is familiar with the fact that he's collaborated on some Disney films and you know, worked perhaps on the classical and the international stage, the operatic stage, but let's focus more on theater because that's what we do. So, you know, that's what our most firsthand experience has been.
Well, it sounds like it is going to be a great performance. And if folks want to see it, I think we have a little bit more information for you. Again, A Night with Schwartz, Kaleidoscope Theater Productions, February 1st through the 16th. There's more information on the website there, kaleidoscopetheaterproductions.com. Beth, thank you so much. Break a leg, good luck, and I think this is going to be a really great performance.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
That's great.